Good morning, everyone. It's a new day here in Athens. So I woke up this morning with a Charlie horse, so that was fun. And a little bit of a sore throat. I'm hoping the sore throat, maybe I just slept with my mouth open, because even though we head back tomorrow, I still have like about another week of traveling before I actually go home. So hopefully that goes away. Put some band-aids on my toes because my toes are blistered from yesterday. But yeah, I went ahead and bought the pass for the Acropolis, so headed there now. My pass starts at 8, so 10 minutes early, and the line is already pretty long to get in, so excited. Okay, so I got here and made a little cat friend in line, named him Crush. If I was at home and that little kitty came up to me like that and just laid in my lap, I would have brought him home, or her, I don't know. If it was a girl or a boy. Anyways, this ticket came with an audio guide, but I could not get it to download in the hotel yesterday, so I tried to use the Wi-Fi here, it still wouldn't download, so finally just had to use some of my data to get to download, so that wasted about 15 minutes when I got here. But they don't let you have coffee in here, so that was fine. I just kind of sat there and downloaded the audio guide and drank my coffee. So, it's a hike to get up here. So I just learned through my audio guide that Paul actually preached here on Mars Hill, proclaiming the news about Jesus and the Lord, right on this Greek mythology hill, which I think is so awesome. So yeah, there's a church right here that I was hoping to get to. It's not really like, it's like a little building, but it looks like a church. But they've got it roped off, so you can't go see it, unfortunately. Okay, I'm leaving the Acropolis, and I think I'm gonna head to the Olympic Stadium next because it's kind of nearby. I will say, I got here, the earliest time slot was 8. I got here at like 7:50 and the line was already busy. And then by 9 o'clock, the next time slot is 9. By 9 o'clock, it's packed. So I say if you're ever here, just get up early and come at 8. I don't think you'll regret it. I didn't. I was really hoping to sleep in this morning, but I just had read reviews and everyone said come early. So come early, because it is middle of the week in a random week in April. Like, it's not spring break, it's not Easter, and it's still really, really busy. I couldn't imagine what it'd be like on like a holiday week or the summer. So yeah, that's just my advice. But I'm leaving now, heading to the stadium. I'll see you guys there. We made to the stadium. Fortunately, they're having some sort of elementary PE class out here right now. So kind of ruining the moment a little bit, but still cool at the same time. Bye to the stadium. Adios. We're heading to our next destination, which I originally said yesterday I was not going to go to, but now that I have this pass, it's right near the stadium, so I'm like, I might as well just go in since I paid for the pass. So I'm heading to the Zeus temple, not to worship, just to walk. Making that point clear. Okay, so I don't know what's wrong, but the app was working. It worked for the Acropolis and then it worked for the stadium. But now that I got to this other place, it has like, it shows my pass. Like it shows like, please present this, the time of entry. It has a QR code, has the time, has where I'm supposed to be. But for some reason the woman won't accept it. She said it has to look different. I don't know. It has to be like downloaded on my phone. But for some reason it won't download on my phone. So now I'm looking to a coffee shop, see if maybe they'll let me hop on their Wi-Fi to hopefully get this ticket downloaded. So we'll see. Okay, I made it in. So it was just my Wi-Fi, or I guess my data, that wasn't really working correctly. So I just need some Wi-Fi. Okay. I wish this place had an audio guide because I have no clue really what I'm looking at, but I guess it's cool. Okay, I will say this site is pretty mid, I guess. You can pretty much see, like, these people, that's where I was yesterday. You can pretty much see everything you need to see from the outside. Unless maybe if you had an audio guide, then maybe it'd be more interesting because you actually know what you're looking at and these ruins and stuff. There are free bathrooms here, which is nice. I think this has been the only site I've been to with free bathrooms. But if you're just coming here for the day, I think a single entry is 20 euros. This came with my pass, so I just came. But I don't know if it would be worth it for 20 euros. Just my opinion. If you did ever come here and you're in a rush, might be a spot you could just see from the outside. Just a thought. Okay, so I was walking to another landmark and then I stumbled upon this museum, and I felt bad because I only had a couple of coins left because I'm leaving soon. But it's by donation only. So if you're ever here, come to it's the oldest house in Athens. Okay, so weird thing about this pass is like you can't redeem your ticket or like your time slot until you're 500 meters from the entrance, which is kind of silly because then you have to walk all the way to the site itself. My hair is so crazy, but it's really windy today. So you have to walk all the way to the site to see what time slots are available, then book your time, then go do something until your time, and then come back to the thing. So it's really like a lot of wasted back and forthing. So also keep in mind, if you do the 5 archaeological pass, it's a little time consuming instead of just going straight to the gate and buying your ticket. So sorry, there's a lot of people. So there's this hill that I was gonna hike yesterday, but kind of was getting a little bit too late and I was getting a little bit too tired, so I'm gonna go do that until my next time entry is ready. So I somehow ended up back at the Acropolis, so don't know how that happened. So now I'm heading back down to still try to find this hill that apparently you can walk on. So unless this is the hill, I don't know, I'm confused. But anyway, my next ticket's at 2, so I might just get off this hill and head to the other place. Okay, made it to the ancient Agora site, so pretty excited. It has been so windy here the past 2 days. Like ferries are getting canceled. I'm hoping the planes don't cancel or get delayed. But yeah, wind is bad here. Okay, say bye to the ancient Agoda. I am now heading to, forgot the name of it, Agoda, ancient Rome Agoda, I don't remember what it is. Heading there now. My ticket was for 3, so I got about like 15 minutes to get there. And then I'm starting to get a tad hungry, so I'm ready for an early dinner. So, onward. Okay. Here's the lowdown. So I had the pass, of course, so like the pass included this entry. However, the normal entry fee to get into this one and the Temple of Zeus, where I was like, it's not really worth it. 20 euros for both, like each a piece. So like 23 a piece for, I literally walked around for 10 minutes and saw this entire complex. Like this is literally the only thing to come see. And you can see it from the street. So, I don't know, I feel like Athens is kind of ripping people off. $23 to come in here to just, I don't know. I mean, I know they gotta like charge something for like archaeology and conservation, but I feel like some of these places are not $23 worth. Like, that's just crazy. But anywho, I had to pass, like I said. This is just for future reference. Don't know if some of these places are worth it. The stadium, worth it. The Acropolis, worth it. The ancient Agora, worth it. But the Roman, not worth it. Zeus, not worth it. That's my lowdown. Okay, I went to Athens for lumper and tried the moussaka. It was really good. It was kind of like almost shepherd's pie if you compare it to America. And it was 12 euros, but I only had 11 in cash, so they allowed me to pay just 11. So super nice place, super good, super busy, so that's how you know it's good. Okay, now I'm heading to the train station. Okay, I'm leaving my hotel. Actually leaving a little bit earlier than I was planning. It was only supposed to be like a 50-minute train ride, but I was giving myself a buffer for an hour. And I was still gonna get there early. But I'm glad I'm leaving it early, even earlier now, because the train I was gonna take is no longer running for some reason. So now my train's gonna be even longer. But I am still gonna run into the bakery real fast one more time. Okay, so I'm glad I left early because the trains took a lot longer than they were supposed to. It was only supposed to be like 50 minutes and it turned out to be like close to an hour and a half. But I still got to the airport about an hour and 15 minutes before boarding. So I noticed on the the screen that the flight before mine is like boarding. So I was like, I'm gonna rush to the gate and see if I can catch this flight instead, so I can get to London early. And like they were boarding, their gate was about to close, but people were still boarding. So I went up to the woman and just asked, like really politely, hey, like is there any way like I can maybe hop on this flight if there's any extra seats available? And she was just like really rude about it. So anyways, I tried. I don't know why, like I've tried this before on other flights and I don't know why it's like an issue. If the seats are available and you purchase a seat on the same exact flight but an hour later, what is the difference? I don't know. But anyways, I'm here on time, so that's all that matters. Anywho, this might be like one of my last vlogs, I think, of this trip, because I fly to London tonight, we spend the night, and then tomorrow I fly home to America. So I've got 4 flights in 3 days coming up, so it's going to be a long 3 days of travel. So long 3 and boring days of travel, which no one wants to see. So anyways, I think this is my last vlog for this Euro trip. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for Free Woman Travels' next adventure. Thanks for watching. Out of all my years of traveling, never have I ever seen first class on board the plane and have to come back out and wait. So it said we were delayed 15 minutes, and then now everyone's off the plane again and they are closing the gate down. Never seen this happen before. kind of nervous I might be stuck here for a while. So what happened after that last video was that we were delayed about another 2 hours leaving Athens, which made me miss the last public transport out of the airport to the hotels in London. So I ended up having to take a taxi to the hotel, which was $50 for a 10-minute ride, which is pretty absurd. And I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have already paid for my hotel. I would have just stayed in the airport until my next flight. But it's okay, I still got a shower and I was able to catch a couple hours of sleep before my next flight in the morning. And I know everything happens for a reason, and I met a really cool girl in the Athens airport. So it all worked out. That's the whole part about traveling, is you never know what's going to happen. So anyways, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next video.